everyone, and welcome back to Cabin Fever Crochet with me, Helene, here in northeastern Washington State. If you are here for the first time, I'm so happy you found me. Hope you will stick around, come back again, and if you haven't already, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more yarny fun content and other slices of life, which today is one of those because I've been super busy with life things and doing the market. I didn't have a whole lot to show you, no tutorials this week, so I decided instead I would just put together a little smorgasbord of this and that to show you. And also, since this is my birthday week and I'm celebrating it today, I thought I would share with you a little smorgasbord of goodies as well. So pick your treat. We have a little mini cake, cream puff, key lime pie, ooh, and cupcakes, and also sparkling water. Yours is right over there on the counter, so please help yourselves, take a seat. Cheers. I wish you all a beautiful day. First up is my shout out, which is actually kind of a shout out to me because my friend Jay's Knit and Purl Jam, put together a wonderful friendship album featuring crochet and some knit items that I have made. And many are of her designs and some she included of my own. So I'm so thrilled. She did a beautiful presentation. It was a gift to me for my birthday. Jay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That was so thoughtful, taking the time, putting that together. The link for that is below, so please check it out, and it's also in the comment section. And by the way, in all of my uploads, that if I think of something, or my tutorials, I have tips, other ideas for projects, I will always leave that in the comment section. So that's a good place to check for additional information too. All right, so second up, I'm going to just go ahead and show you the crochet items that I have, and after that I made a whole bunch of new earrings for the farmer's market. If you'd like to see what I created there, please continue watching. And then something my husband is working on, and after that he is going to take me out for my favorite breakfast at a wonderful cafe up the road where I'm going to treat myself to one amazing, delicious huckleberry pancake. Such good food there. All right, so I hope you're not getting tired of this pattern, and I'm really not trying to work it to death here, but the link for this is also below my tutorial on the South Bay shawlette. And it's just, I keep trying different fibers, and I will change up how I do the border a little bit if I have another idea for it, which is what I did here. Now, in one of my videos a few back, I showed you the progress on this and where I did a review on this yarn, which is Lion Brand's Sunset Nights. It is so lovely, beautiful gradient yarn, and it has scattered sequins just kind of speckled throughout. And there we go, you just get a little hint flash. Can you see that? The sparkle. I worked up, I would say, almost one entire cake. I stopped with one row of the second to last color, and then I saved the very last. So a little bit of color controlling, because you know, the wider it gets, the more yarn it takes up and the less far the color changes will go. And so I was paying attention to how this worked up, and they aren't really super long color changes. And I knew that by the time I got down to the last color, if I added that in, I would not have enough to do the final border, and I really wanted to end it with the darkest color. I thought that would really ground it and finish off the gradation quite nicely. So I cut that, set that aside, and then I cut out the beginning of this lighter solid color because after looking at the second to last, I thought, oh, that might be a little too much of a contrast beginning again with the light color. I wanted to have the different colors show up, but not break it up too much, if that makes sense. So then I began with the second color down here, okay, and I carried on, and continued, and it just worked out really, really well. So the second to last, I had enough for 2 full rows, and a little bit left of that, oh, probably about that much. So I cut that, and then I started, and then I finished it in the last, and I decided to put fringe on this. But before I put the fringe, I want to tell you the change up that I did here in case you've made it and you want to make it, and then now you have yet another way of finishing it. So if you watch that video, this will all make more sense. And the second to last row, which is the first row in our 2-row repeat, that is the row that has the V-stitches. So when I got to my center point, instead of doing the V-stitch increase, I just did 1 V-stitch. And that caused it to be less pointy and a little less full at the bottom. And I wanted to try that to see if I could just get it to curve out a little bit more, and especially since I was placing fringe in that. And then on the very last row, row 2 of our 2-row repeat, where we did the 7 double crochets, those were not enough since I did not do an increase in the row before, and it was causing the work to curl. So I did 4 double crochets. I did a chain 1 so I could do my fringe, and then 4 double crochets. So I added 2 extra stitches, but in all of the other V-stitches up both sides, I did 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet to make up the 7 stitches, and I went up 1 hook size. So I used a 5.5 millimeter eye hook in the body of the work, and then I went up to a J6 millimeter. And the fringe, I used a DVD case and the short side of it, and I had 3 colors left. I had that little bit left of this section here, the top that I had cut out as I had mentioned, and some of the darkest color. And can you believe I had exactly enough to place 6 strands of fringe in each space all the way across, each chain 1 space. And there is the finished piece. Isn't that lovely? I'm so pleased with it. And I did just a very light blocking. I took a squirt bottle with water and I just misted it. I spread it out on the counter, opened it up a little, kind of finger combed the fringe a little bit, and just let it dry overnight. And I had a fan going also. But there we go. So that one's done. Very comfortable. Here, I'll try that on so you can see how that fits me. And then the second item I made, I haven't made pot holders in decades, really. I made pot holders when I was a child. I've made a couple of trivets here and there. And I had someone who wanted a set of pot holders as a gift. So I made her 2 different sets. She wanted something bright, and that way she could have her choice. So I'm going to insert a photo in just a sec of the purple set. That's the one that she chose, and then I have this one left. And I used the magic pot holder, I guess it's called. The double-sided, where you work it in one piece and you get, it's double thickness rather, and you get a double thickness out of it. And I am so pleased. And I just don't work with the dishcloth cotton too often because it's very hard on my hands, but it is so sturdy and durable for these type of home items. I mean, you can't beat it. And I had so much fun making them. They were really, really fun. And I just went with and kind of created them as I went, depending on how much yarn that I had of each color instead of going out and buying something else. I really wanted to use what I have. And this is the front side. So I did one, as you can see, multicolor, and I did that in the purple as well. And then one that's mostly solid. And then that's the back side. So you can really have it double-sided as far as the color goes. You get a little burn on one side, just flip it over. And nice, because these are so thick too that they will work great as trivets. And this one I actually have 4 different colors. I have a little bit of the variegated or the self-striping here, and then 3 solid colors. And what I did to get the striping is, as you work this pattern up, after I think it was I did my third to fourth row, you can start to see the fold, and if you poke your finger and get that corner well defined, then it folds onto itself. Now here's actually the center in the beginning where it folds onto itself. And then as it grows, brought my stitch marker up within each round, and then I made sure it was real squared off here so I could clearly see where the edges are, and that is where I brought in a new color. And then I did that on each consecutive color. Okay, that's it on the crocheted items. And then I'm going to insert pictures of the jewelry. And here's my latest batch of earrings. I really have fun playing with different shapes and sizes for different people. I like doing mixed metals as well. All of my ear wires are either sterling silver or 14 karat gold filled, and in addition to those elements, I also mix in with, say, my bead caps or spacer beads, and even the dragonfly links I will use pewter and sometimes copper as well. First up are the onyx hearts and garnet earrings. Second are the dragonfly with all Swarovski crystals. These are check glass coin shaped with copper and 14 karat gold filled and sterling silver. I like how they look like actual stones. And these, a little hard to tell from the photo, but the way that they are cut, it's very interesting. The top portion and bottom looks like real stones, and then the inside is glass that you can see partially through. These, the diamond shape, are check glass with citrine stones and mixed metals. More check glass, which you will see a lot of throughout my work. These are so interesting. I love them. I have enough for maybe 2 more pair, I believe. They are vintage cloisonne enameled earrings with round lapis stones. More check glass in the center with smoky quartz at the top and kyanite at the bottom. Here, the same type of check glass stones as the red and clear in a larger version. And one of my very favorite, amber, garnet, and all sterling silver. And then lastly, my husband and our neighbor went fishing over to the western side and for salmon. And they had been planning this for a long time. Really wanted to go last year. Wasn't able to do that due to travel restrictions and everything. But anyway, it's all wild caught. So thankful, and I thank the fish as well. And he is cold smoking them right now. And he figured out a way to do that, and because we live in an area where we have fire season, that there are no open burning right now, and we just have a wood burning barbecue. And I think that is pretty much it. I wanted to take our little party outside, but I knew with the treats that as soon as I'm out there, the yellow jackets are gonna be loving me, and I didn't even want to go near them this time. So anyway, thank you as always so much for being here. Stay well, stay safe, everyone. All right, well, that's it. That's all I have for today. So hope to see you again next time, my fiber friends and family. And until then, have a great day, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye for now.